got cleared to be able to do full sparring and all that if I want. Yeah, yeah, the doctors cleared it. I went in there with the MRI and all, and they said, yeah, you got to pinch, your disc or pinching your spinal cord. So you got a risk. She said, but no more risk than the person standing next to you, no matter what they have. And they said that my body transformation in the last year of just doing it has been so positive that they can't tell me not to do it. You
Oh
know,
my gosh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Now, this is going to sound somewhat weird, but I also have another company where I do men's health coaching.
okay,
And I'm curious, could I just ask you a couple of questions and clip it and
sure.
use it for my guys to be like, hey, here's what can happen when you integrate movement into your life or any other changes.
Oh,
So would that be
absolutely.
okay if I clip part
Yeah,
of that? Because I'm just
yeah,
curious.
that's good. Yeah,
Okay. Well, okay, then I'm just gonna stay with my curiosity here. So I wasn't aware of this, but so tell me, what changes did you make over the last year that have led to this significant change where they're like all of a sudden you're cleared to start sparring now, whereas before
yeah.
you weren't?
Well, the one thing is doing it. I mean, I have improved my eating habits, which definitely helped me on a lot of things. But with the kickboxing, they did like workshops, like flexibility, mobility workshop,
Mhm.
that they taught us all these different, stretches and stuff to do to really help, with our hips, with our back, shoulders, stuff like that. And really, the knowledge on learning how to use that stuff is, that's very valuable. I've always seen like the foam rollers, all this stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, those are nice. But without knowing how to use them, you're not using them right, most likely. And just
Oh,
learning how to flex yourself out, the right exercises to do. Yeah, you sit there and do 100 sit ups, push ups, whatever. But if you're not working that part that hurts you, you're not helping, you know. And that's the main thing. It's just the exercise, I think, that really added to it. Yeah.
and and a lot of that was flexibility that you
Yeah.
were working in and stretching.
Yes. Yeah. That was probably the most because I was a very tight individual. I mean, even my coach says a year ago, he said, you look like a stiff robot. He said, you're still stiff. He said, but compare you to a year ago, and you look like jello moving. He said,
Oh.
you made that much, you know, improvement that it just, and that's the thing I think is after doing that and seeing it, it just keeps giving you more motivation to see the results. If you can see the results from it, it's like, okay, this is working, you know.
Wow. So what would you tell the guys? So my coaching group is men 40 and older who are looking to regain their strength, stamina, energy, clarity, confidence.
Hmm.
You're getting a lot of that from your dojo right now and the training that's happening right with kickboxing. So
Yes.
what would you share with this audience of men 40 and older who are like feeling that joint pain, feeling stiff, not really feeling energized? Like you've had a pretty good transformation over the last year. Give them
Yeah.
your best advice.
I would say starting off, it is going to hurt. You're going to feel totally out of place, but you just got to embrace it. You got to embrace it. You got to do your stretches before and after your workout, and that's another one too, is the after the workout. But you got to be able to do your stretches. And like I said, it's going to hurt right off the get go. You're going to be in some positions, you're going to be like, I'm not supposed to be in this anymore. But after a while, I mean, there is 20-year-olds in the class now that is looking like, man, I wish I could do what you do. And it's just that, continuing to work. It's going to hurt. You got to go with the progression. I know with my coaches, we wrote down like they did a stretch thing, to see how far you can stretch, to see how far you can do that, and then to keep them numbers and then test again in another 3 months. See if you can go a little bit farther, a little bit farther, and then seeing them results. If you do commit to it, you will see the results. And the results is what you're like, oh, it is working, you know?
Hmm.
And for me, whenever I did the first, head kick, and forever, I never thought I was going to get up to somebody's head level again. But it works, man. It works. And I
That
always
is,
used to use injuries as an excuse, but they're not an excuse no more, you know, because it's a, what do they call it? Active
oh, active,
rehabilitation,
maybe active recovery. Is that what they
active
call it?
recovery. That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Instead of sitting there getting better,
Hmm.
you keep moving. You keep moving.
Hmm.
You're gonna be sore. You do it for a couple of days and get sore and take 3 days off. You're gonna be another week behind. You're resetting
Yep.
yourself every time. I know just whenever I went to Pest World and came back, man, it was a world difference. And I even did stretches down there, but it wasn't the same. You
Hmm.
know, just wasn't the same. So you just got to stay on it, persistent. You know,
Ooh,
that's
that I
what I
love
would
that.
say.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like you've used the word persistent, consistent, committed. The results, they keep you motivated, but you're not going to get those results unless you stay persistent, committed, consistent in there to be able to do it.
Yes.
And that's what I love that you're preaching right there is I want to be a preacher of that as well as we're going to get results, but results are a normal and natural part of the process, right? Like you got to be
Yes.
committed to the process, love the process, and as you love the process, you'll get those results. They can help you stay motivated to keep going, get more results. But man, if we're
Hmm.
only looking for results, that doesn't give us the feeling that those feelings won't last, and that doesn't get us going every day. Like discipline is different from a
Yeah.
feeling, and so you've learned to stay disciplined during the last year, it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Because the results is not overnight. You know,
Hmm.
they're not overnight. You got to work at the results.
Hmm.
You know,
That is great, great advice. Any other advice that you'd leave for these men who are looking to make changes like you've made over the last year?
make it fun.
Hmm.
Don't make it a second job. Get in there and have fun with what you do. There's so many things that you can do. You can find something to make it fun.
Yeah.
You know what you like, whether it be biking, running, whatever. People's body reacts different ways, but yeah, make it fun. Make it fun. Nobody wants to go to a second job. So, make it fun. That way you're going to show up. That way you're not thinking about, oh, I got to do this by next week. It's fun, you
Hmm.
know?
That's great. And you found yours in kickboxing. That's your fun right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that is my fun. It's being out there just playing around, whether you be young, old. And I think a lot of it is the dojo that we have. Mike and Amanda is the two husband and wife.
Mhm.
The culture is just it's wonderful. It's like the culture that I try to build here where everybody helps. A new person comes in, we send we have an experienced person work with them for the first few days so they don't get discouraged and leave. I can't do this, you know, because I know whenever I first walked in there, we got like 11 hand combos. I looked at them and was like, how am I ever going to remember that? Now it's like, every day counting, you know?
Oh my gosh.
So,
That is so cool. So,
yeah,
Charles, how old are you, by the way?
I'll be 49 in December. Yeah, next month.
Oh, okay, so we're same age. I just turned 49 last month in
Okay,
October. Yeah,
there
so
you
we're
go.
same age. That's
Yep.
super awesome. And for those who are going to watch this, you came in a year ago. How would you describe like how you came in a year ago to where you're at right now so that they can see? Because right now all they see is the Charles they see, hearing the things that he's saying. When you
Hmm.
entered the dojo a year ago, what was your physical, mental state compared to what it is now? Like, give us paint that picture for us.
Well, one thing, I was almost 220 pounds, and now I'm at 195. So it's helped me on that part, and I would say even being open. more open and talking more. That's really helped out a lot, which I didn't think that that was going to happen. Not with that. I mean, I know I talked to my coach Mike, and he told me, "Oh yeah, we'll have you talking in front of people in no time." And I was like, "How are you going to do that here?" And he's like, "Well, whenever you stand up there talking, ain't none of them going to be wanting to punch you in the face." So if you're dodging punches, you know, you can, like they say, dodge a wrench, dodge a ball. You dodge the punches, you can dodge questions. So,
Mhm.
and I didn't think it would be like that, but just much like a lot more open and, uh, man, just more motivated, I would say. I do a lot more hiking now. Uh, Me and Lauren, we do a different hike every weekend. We try to. And that wasn't like that before. I would rather have stayed home, most of the time. And, not that I was a lazy person, but I wasn't going out looking for activity in the public. I'd rather have been by myself,
Mhm.
but now it's opened it up. It's been
Wow,
crazy. Yeah,
that's
totally
awesome.
different. Feel
Do you,
good.
do
Feel
you,
like I'm in my 30s again.
okay, that is good to hear.
Yeah.
Now, and with your recent promotion as well, do you feel that this has contributed to your ability to be ready to be that person who was promoted?
I think so. I think so. Because of the confidence.
Hmm.
And working with the different personalities in there, the aggressive, the timid, all that, working with them. um I think it has really helped as far as evaluating people, you know on their body language. It's
Hmm.
helped me read that a lot better. I've always kind of been able to look, but now I can tell a lot of how you're walking up, if it's going to be aggressive, if it's going to be, whatever. But my
Hmm.
awareness is a lot more.
Wow. We need to get you to do a commercial for your dojo. You're like the perfect poster boy for like come in day one, have a transformational change, in
Yep.
1 year. And then now they're asking you to help coach. Sounds like you'll maybe even be helping to teach here pretty soon, which is
Yeah,
really cool.
it
So
is.
yeah. Well, congratulations and thanks for sharing your experience with these men because a lot of them are in that same situation that you were a year ago, where it's just
Yeah.
like, they need to get motivated again. They need to feel some of that confidence and just get out and get doing something. And
Yeah.
your example, like you're living proof. 1 year later, here you are, and your personal life's better, your health's better, your professional life is better, and
Yes. Yep.
it's exciting. So
And I'll say
anyway,
too,
thank you.
because for the other guys like that think, oh, the gym, I don't know the routine going into the gym. I was always that person. I don't know how to do a workout whenever I go into the gym. Find you a class,
Mhm.
so that it can be, you can learn a routine, or they'll give you a routine, one or the other. But just don't go in the gym and circle around all the equipment. Learn a routine. Yep.
Hey, now
That's,
you're doing a good commercial for me because that's what I want to tell the guys is I'm here to help you get that routine and figure it out.
yeah,
So yeah.
absolutely. There you
Yeah,
go.
Charles is telling you I'm here for you to help you out. Perfect.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Charles. All right, we'll transition back out now into our coaching.